This is Emily Hunter and Julia Jaworski, and our Boise State Health Footprint was to make changes to the meal blocks here on campus.
The topic we chose to better the well-being of students here at Boise State would be to change the current meal blocks and time restrictions on when we can eat. The system we have now is flawed due to a loss of money for us and a limit to the healthy options and structure of meal swipes.
Changing the meal plan would give students the freedom to eat on their own time instead of worrying about when their next swipe is. Students can eat the amount of times the meal plan allows them to all throughout the day with no time restrictions. The meal blocks do not make sense right now because you should be able to use all the meals you paid for in those meal plans. This small difference would improve how the meal plans are utilized.
According to My Campus Dish, on campus as a freshman, you have two options for meal plans. You can either get 2 meals a day, which is not enough food for the recommended daily intake. The other option is 5 meals a day. On this plan, it is extremely regulated on when you can use each swipe. The restricted times are 7 to 11 a.m., 11 to 2 p.m., 2 to 4 p.m., 4 to 9 p.m., and 9 to 1 a.m. Only one swipe is allowed on each of these time blocks. If you wanted to use a swipe on the last block, there is only one option available, which is in the pod in Chaffee Hall, which is not conducive to a lot of students living in different dorms. Living on campus, you are required to have a meal plan and are limited to these two poor options.
The campus environment will change because there will be no dead times for the dining halls. Students would overall be happier because they can eat when they are hungry. According to Nancy Clark, a 2005 study on eating habits and academic performance reported that food, energy, and nutrients serve both neurological body functions and physical body functions. Eating when you're hungry and before tests improves your memory, problem solving, and concentration skills that are vital to college students. There is a direct correlation to student performance when removing these meal blocks.
Having unlimited access to when you can use your meals can improve your mental, physical, and emotional well-being, as we have touched on throughout the semester. Eating when you're hungry affects physical well-being because there will be more availability to eat. It also powers your body to complete each day with strength and stamina. Food is also brain power. Eating positively impacts your mental health. Lack of eating can lead to poor academic performance according to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. All of these things result in positive changes for students and promote healthy lifestyles.
If these changes are made 5 to 10 years from now, students would interact differently because they will no longer be frustrated with the meal systems. They will have flexibility on when they can eat based on when they are hungry, not the time blocks. Students would be more satisfied with the meal plans if they could utilize all the swipes that they prepaid for at the beginning of the semester.
Changing the meal times would be a huge improvement to the culture at Boise State. This is a small and realistic change because students are getting what they paid for at whatever time works best with their schedule. Our dining services would improve for the better. Eliminating the time restrictions would be a small step in creating the best experience, especially for freshmen at Boise State University.